such smooth power.
Hi, and welcome to this episode of John's Motorcycle Rescue and Review. I am once again with my 1986 Yamaha FJ1200 project bike. If you guys are just tuning in now and you've missed the intro video and the restoration videos on this bike up to this point, you can click the link above to view the playlist for this particular FJ restoration. Just as a recap, I bought this bike last year as part of a 3-motorcycle deal. It was a non-runner at that time, and I've been going through it and getting it ready to get back out on the road. In the last episode, we actually took this bike out for the first test drive.
That's awesome.
And I am so thankful that everything went smoothly. The bike ran fantastically. It holds an idle when I come to a stop. The bike shifted well. The transmission worked fine. The clutch worked fine. It rode nicely. It handled nicely. The brakes functioned as they should. And so I knew at that point I was able to invest some more money in this project and get this bike fully outfitted for the road. And I'm just making sure right now that everything is 100% and I can ride this bike confidently, and it will be a reliable daily rider. If you like great motorcycle content and you want to help support this channel, please consider becoming a member. Members get perks like early access to new videos and bonus content on this channel, and your support will help me continue to make great quality motorcycling videos for you to enjoy. And I just want to give a special shout out to all of my members and subscribers and those of you who participate in the comment section of this channel. Thank you guys so much. I could not do this without you. Since filming the previous episode, I have installed a brand new Yamaha front brake master cylinder. So that functions nicely. It doesn't leak. The cover is actually not like the cover on the original FJ, but thankfully I have my old cover and I was able to refinish that, and it's basically painted black, and then it has some raised detail on it that you have to go back and kind of sand that back to the bare aluminum, and it looks just like the cover on the clutch master cylinder. In the previous episode, I also talked about rebuilding my clutch slave cylinder on this bike. Previously, it had leaked and it had corroded some of the parts around it, and so those parts also needed to be refinished. I have pulled all of those parts off. I have stripped the paint off of those parts, and then I have reshot those with black engine paint. I purchased a slave cylinder rebuild kit from Brake Crafters, and I was planning on using that to rebuild the slave cylinder. Unfortunately, when I pulled the piston out of the slave cylinder and looked at it, I determined that it could not be used in good conscience. It was just too corroded, and it was never going to get a good seal around it. And so what I've done is actually find a brand new OEM clutch slave cylinder, and I have that on order. It is in the mail as we speak. In the last episode, we talked about the tires that were on this bike. I really didn't know how long those tires had been on the bike. The front tire in particular was dry rotted around the sides of the tire. I had noticed that my rear tire also had a slow leak, and I traced that down to a puncture. And so what I've done is I've actually replaced both of the tires, front and back, and I went with Shinko tires. I have run Shinko tires on many of my classic bikes, and on those bikes they handle incredibly well, they wear nicely, and I've never had any safety concerns at all with the Shinko tires. While I had the front tire off, I noticed that there were some minor cracks on the front fender, so I have repaired those. Currently, the front fender is waiting to go back on. I'll probably have that back on by the end of the day, as well as the engine covers for the left side of the engine here. That's the front sprocket cover, as well as the oil filter and then I'm simply waiting on that clutch slave cylinder. Once that comes in, I will mount that up. I will bleed out the system with new fluid, and this bike will be ready to hit the road. Put several hundred miles on it in the next coming weeks here and just make sure that everything is up to snuff. But I am super happy. This project is really coming along so nicely. It's coming along very quickly, and I just can't wait to get out on the road and enjoy this bike. The FJs are such nice sport touring motorcycles. Not only are they fast, but they're very easy to ride. They're very friendly in the way that the throttle picks up. It doesn't just jump out from underneath you every time you hit the throttle. It's a very smooth throttle take up. They ride nicely, they handle nicely, and they're just a nice place to spend time. My hope in making these videos is that you would be inspired to get out and rescue a classic bike. There's something so rewarding about taking something that doesn't run and going through it and making it safe to ride and getting it back out on the road and enjoying it. And when we rescue these classic bikes and put them back out on the road, in a small way, we are rescuing a piece of history. As always, I hope you found this video entertaining and informative. And until next time, enjoy the ride.